What's up, family? It's a good news reporter, MARY-L33, Mary-L. Today is Thanksgiving Day, November 28, 2019. So they say. Either way, today is the day the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. You understand what I'm saying? It's a very important video. I'm not going to keep it too long, but I'm going to keep it strong for my real motherfuckers out there that got it going on for real. We are not hustlers. As you can see, I have put up my hustle box because Nipsey Hussle, I don't know if he died or not, but I do say a gift is from God and a surprise will kill you. Now, I was in Uptown yesterday, November 27th, and I was walking around trying to see what the festives was like for Thanksgiving or whatever and stuff. And I told my real Mary McNamara about how they took the mural of Malcolm X down and the mural of Tupac Shakur that was in the alley on Lawrence. If you get off on Lawrence, you go through the alley, you'll see a mural of Bruce Lee, Martin Luther King, and it used to be Tupac. But, they took the Tupac down. Now, I don't know if they trying to cover their tracks because of what they did to Tupac, rest in peace if he died for real, and what they did to Malcolm X, rest in peace if he died for real, or they just trying to take themselves up out the equation. I'm just giving you the story and the facts as I know it, okay? Now, they put up, they kept Martin Luther King in the alley right before you get to Sheridan, get off on Lawrence in Chicago, the red line, and go towards Sheridan, and right before you get to Sheridan, it's an alley. Cut down that alley, you'll see, Martin Luther King picture, and his mouth is like that, open or whatever and stuff, right? And then you have the railroad train with Bruce Lee or whatever still up there, but the Tupac, like I said, has come down. But if you get off on Wilson on the red line, they just put a black and white picture of Martin Luther King, up in the distance on a wall or whatever. Now, back in the day, I remember somebody put my name, Mary-L, on the wall. And I said, You understand what I'm saying? Because, when they put your name and picture on the wall, you have died or, whatever the case may be or whatever and stuff. Now, I was walking on in Uptown on Broadway and Wilson, and I looked in this tax place. You understand what I'm saying? On, Broadway and Wilson. And I seen a mural of Nipsey Hussle. We talking about hustling. You understand what I'm saying? I'm an entrepreneur. Okay, let's get that shit straight. A business lady is a different. Hustlers is just, no, that's not me. Okay, so, I took a picture of the mural on the inside of, the tax place or whatever. And, I took one of me and him or whatever and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when I went to Atlanta back in the day, after they railroaded me May 31st, 2008, and said I disarmed a police officer, something I did not do just to get my rap legacy and all the money that I'm worth and stuff, which is zillions. You can't even count that high. I don't give a fuck how much you think you got. You understand what I'm saying? You still ain't got enough. It's quiet as kept. Now, I went to fucking Atlanta and shit, on a parole violation, supposedly, and stuff, and, I stayed a couple of days, and then I came back or whatever to Chicago, my hometown or whatever. And then I went again, I think it was like in 2010. And that was really supposed to be the parole violation. Either way, you understand what I'm saying? I went twice. But the second time I went, I stayed, at various shelters or whatever in Atlanta and stuff. And I had got poisoned around this time. It was around Christmas, though. You understand what I'm saying? They was giving away Christmas coats and gifts and things in Atlanta or whatever and stuff. And, people went to eat, this being Thanksgiving, I'm just letting you know, be careful of the food that you eat because you never know. You might throw up and stuff. But I was the only one that, got poisoned and stuff in Atlanta. And I threw up for like, it seemed like all fucking night. Once I got back to the shelter, I was just throwing up all night. And all the witnesses know I'm not lying because they was there at the, I believe, Salvation Army shelter in Atlanta. And I could have went to Grady's Hospital, but I didn't go. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody said, do you need an ambulance? None of that shit. I just kept throwing that shit up, that whatever the fuck it was and stuff. And I told my ex-girlfriend, LaWanda Joy Jacobs. I said, you know, they poisoned me, and she laughed and shit. I couldn't understand that because we was together for years and years and years and years and years and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you know, it took her 6 months to get to me. You understand what I'm saying, as far as my attention and stuff. But she was gravitating towards the money or whatever and stuff. And we all young, dumb, or whatever, I guess. Not. Everybody has an agenda when it comes to me. But, you know, I try not to, you know, put they bullshit in my shit and try to see them for who they are. But yesterday, I could not deny the fact that the motherfuckers was trying to sacrifice me and shit. Real motherfucking talk. I was on 72nd and Stony Island. I went to some goddamn church and stuff that said, a friend that lays down their life or whatever and stuff for a friend. It's supposed to be like a good friend or whatever. Fuck that. I don't do sacrifices and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when I was in Atlanta the first time, I went to the Martin Luther King Cultural Center or whatever it was pertaining to him or whatever and stuff. And right outside of it has, you know, his grave, you know, headstone, and his wife, Coretta's headstone or whatever. And, you know, I looked at it and I was like, wow, you understand what I'm saying? And then the second time I went, you know, I went again. But this time Gandhi had a, you know, statue of him at the graves cultural site or whatever. Everybody from Atlanta know what I'm talking about and stuff. And you know, the first time I went, it wasn't there. And the second time, you know, it was and stuff. Now, I said all that to say this. Why wasn't it there the first time and stuff? Now, him and Gandhi supposed to have been like, you know, Gandhi was supposed to be somebody that taught him to turn the other cheek and all that stuff, you know, and be meek and mumble and humble or whatever and stuff. And quiet as kept, they walking around Gandhi, I guarantee you, in sheets with motherfucking guns up under their motherfucking, you understand what I'm saying? You know, attire or whatever and stuff. Because Malcolm X said, you know, when he went to Mecca or whatever and stuff, and, you know, they was in sheets or whatever and stuff, everybody got along. But, you know, when Khalid Abdul Muhammad, you understand what I'm saying, one of the so-called leaders of Nation of Islam, or that had Farrakhan's back, let's put it like that, said he went 8 times and he didn't see what Malcolm X saw. He saw motherfuckers in sheets with guns praying with their guns and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe, you know, Malcolm X tapped out just like Tupac tapped out, because I saved Tupac in 1995 and in 1996. You know, he did a Machiavelli and tapped out. I believe that's what happened and stuff, real talk. Now, I may be wrong on some of these, but I'm damn sure close. You understand what I'm saying with a lot of this, for real. So Gandhi, you know, what happens when you turn the other cheek? You understand what I'm saying? You get hit on this cheek and then you turn this one, then what? You understand what I'm saying? Can't keep getting hit in the face and stuff, because that shit hurts after a while. Eventually you're going to have to block or something. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing when it comes to Nipsey Hussle. I believe he's the new Snoop. You understand what I'm saying? Because when I was in Atlanta, I seen somebody that looked like T.I., you know, and I know a guy right now that looked like Tupac. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. I'm just giving you the honest guy's truth. I was looking at one show back in the day. I think it was a Jerry Springer show, and it was a girl that kind of looked like me, and she had a silver tooth and everything. They got a Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, but it's not with Sidney Poitier. It was another, like a comedian version. Somebody looked like Oprah Winfrey. You understand what I'm saying? See, they always have a clone. They always have someone to take your place. So if you're an original, even the motherfuckers in this building where I'm at, who I've been preaching to like a motherfucking sailor to, you understand, and cussing, you understand what I'm saying? They got a clone for them too. They got a clone for Young M.A. I seen that already and stuff. Everybody has a clone and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? If you're a nice looking lady, it's a transgender. I guarantee you're trying to, you know, look like you. Just think about all the Tina Turner impersonators and the Beyoncé's and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? It's a weird fucking game, but it ain't no game. You understand what I'm saying? This for real. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've been poisoned 6 times, and today being Thanksgiving, just saying you have to be careful. In the Uptown, I got poisoned twice within about a week at Sarah Circle Shelter. You understand what I'm saying? They homeless shelter or whatever. And I was the only one that got poisoned and stuff. And I was up all night throwing up. You know, and I ain't go to the hospital then. For some reason, these motherfuckers just want to see how long it's going to take for me to die, I guess, and stuff. So I'm a fast today to let people know, you know, I'm not going for that. I did take a laxative so I can shit all this bullshit out. You understand what I'm saying? For real, you know, just be to myself, you know. But, you know, long story short, back in the day, my ex-girlfriend, Donna Marie Evans, used to work for the bank in Uptown in Chicago. Not Uptown, but in Hyde Park in Chicago. And everybody knows that I used to stay, with her in 1995 while I was writing my book, Award the States / Coming Out Hard. But, I flipped the script and wrote Rhymes, Poems, and Metaphors plus one song because I felt like they already knew the ending to that one, the other one. You understand what I'm saying? So in Hyde Park, I didn't know at the time when I was writing my book, Award the State / Coming Out Hard, that Elijah Muhammad, house was right down the street and Malcolm X's house was across the street. I didn't know that. You understand what I'm saying? But I guarantee my ex-girlfriend, Donna Marie Evans, did. You understand what I'm saying? So something told me and stuff back in the day after they railroaded me in 1995 as I was trying to collect my thoughts to walk down the street to the bank that she worked at in Hyde Park. And I was trying to get there, right? And I started taking off my clothes or whatever and stuff, trying to run to the bank and get on camera to show people, that I have real breasts. I have real titties. I am a girl. I am a lady. You understand what I'm saying? And they're trying to disguise me as a guy so they can have a, reason to kill me and stuff. But before I got to the bank, somebody threw a white sheet over my, head or whatever and took me to the psych ward to make it seem as though I was crazy. But I was not, because not too long afterward, Erykah Badu came up with a song called Window Seat, and she took off her clothes and walked down the street butt naked and got paid millions of dollars for that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. But every time I do something, I'm crazy and shit. So for all you motherfuckers hustling out there, I was listening to Nipsey Hussle, you understand, Victory Lap, and then, while I was in the shower and it just stopped playing and stuff because the truth hurts and shit. And I know it does and stuff. But for the originals out there, you have to be careful because, these new ones, they just seem to think we slow or old and we don't know what the fuck we talking about or doing and stuff. We tried to pave a way, at least I did, and all they had to do was stand up. My higher power had put in my heart to forgive you motherfuckers and shit for what y'all may have or may have not done to Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Tupac, and what you're doing to me. Or maybe all y'all motherfuckers just against me. You understand what I'm saying? But I like to say this, and hear me clearly. If I die, we all die. Because once you rap one motherfucking word, and that's just talking, motherfuckers, that's all rap is, just talking. You understand what I'm saying? You pretty much signed your own death certificate like Ice Cube said and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. So, I know people think that everybody, is connected, and we are to a certain degree because, crack cocaine, everybody was screwing everybody and stuff, which means, think about it. So just because somebody got braids in their hair and kind of look like you, don't really mean that they have your best interest at heart. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. And if they die, somebody else gonna come up and take their place and, keep, the drama going. And I'm trying to end the drama and shit. Today, Thanksgiving, take time out to think instead of eating all that shit. And you understand what I'm saying? Think about the, things that really are important, and that's family. And I always say it in my family poem that they took off MySpace. You understand what I'm saying? Because they don't want y'all to know the importance of family. I said, but if a family is all you got, always remember it's something. You understand what I'm saying? And, don't think that it's nothing, dummy, or whatever the hell I said or whatever. Either way it goes. I got this heart right here. I think I may have gotten it from the dollar store or something. I don't know. I pick up stuff all the time. It says the greatest gift of all is family. You understand what I'm saying? But when you open up your heart to your family, and your family take advantage of you, now that's bad. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. So to my family, whatever it is that y'all thought y'all knew about me, a gift is for God. Don't forget it. And a surprise will kill you. You understand what I'm saying? So all you sheet wearing motherfuckers and shit, that's, wearing civilian clothes, just like the Ku Klux Klan taking off the sheet and putting on the goddamn uniforms to kill my motherfucking people, we know who you are. We know you motherfuckers in disguise. We know. And that's why I came out my hat and out of my disguise to let you know I'm true blue, for real. With that, this will get on News Report of Mary and the Dash between the Mary and Lee. Happy Thanksgiving. Peace.